So in this section, we're talking about decimals and fractions. And we want to be able to change from decimal numbers and fractions from one to the other. And the easiest way to do that is to use your calculator to change to either way. But we need to talk about how to do it if you don't have your calculator, because some of you don't bring it. So when you have a numerator and you want to change decimal numbers to fractions, your whole number is what becomes, the thing on the left of the decimal is what becomes your whole number. And then you would change the decimal part to your numerator, and then you place the power of 10 that corresponds to the rightmost decimal as your denominator. So all that stuff to the right of the decimal becomes your numerator, and then the power of 10 to the right of the decimal would become your denominator. So if I had 1.25 and I wanted to change this to a mixed number, it would be 1 whole in 25 over, that's the tenths hundredths place, so I put it over 100. Then I need to reduce it. You can stick it in your calculator to reduce it, but I could also put the 1.25 in my calculator, which is the easy thing to do. Put the 1.25 in your calculator and then hit the FD key, which is what we suggest you do, and it would give you the 5/4. We don't want the 5/4. We want it as a mixed number. So we go ahead and say, change that to a mixed number for me by going from a fraction to a mixed number. And it'll change it to 1 1/4, which is what it is reduced. This is not reduced, but when you put that in your calculator as 1 in 25 over 100, it changes it to 5/4, which is, we saw, 1 1/4. So you get the same thing either way. A non-terminating number is a number that is repeating or non-repeating. Repeating decimals have a repeating pattern. Every fraction with a whole number numerator or non-zero denominator is either terminating or repeating. Such numbers are called rational. Any fraction is considered rational. We call them rational numbers. So if you ever see the word rational, that's what they're talking about, fractions. Don't be scared. That's what fractions are, rational numbers. It's just another word for them. Here they want you to find the sum of this in decimal form. So we could go through the trouble of typing all these in with all the mixed numbers, or you could just go ahead and change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. I'm suggesting you go ahead and change the mixed numbers to improper fractions first. So 2 times 10 gives you the 20, plus the 1 gives you the 21/2, plus the 7.32, plus the 5 times 5 is 25, plus the 3 is 28/5. This we can stick in our calculator. So I'm going to put in a fraction first. That's 21/2. Then I'm going to go over and do plus 7.32 and go over. That doesn't say 0.32. And then go over and do plus another fraction, which was 28/5. Go over and hit enter. And it's going to give me a decimal out, which is what we wanted, 23.42. If it had given me a fraction out, I'd just change it to a decimal. Either way, whatever they want, that's what I give them. I can change it with my calculator. It's not hard. Whatever they want, I can do in my calculator. That's why you have the calculator. It's not hard. Same thing up here. Go ahead and try it yourself. So we've got the 2.88 plus the 1/4. It's already an proper fraction, so we don't have to change it to an improper fraction. This one is a mixed number though, so I need to multiply that. That's going to give me 130 plus the 9, so that's 139/10. So now I can stick it in my calculator. 2.88 plus a fraction 1/4 over plus fraction 139/10 equals, they wanted it in decimal form, 17.03. I keep reading so I know what it is they want it in. All there for me. Okay. Change each decimal number to a fraction or mixed number in lowest terms. I wish this was just a little bit more clear for you. Give me just 1 second. Let me see if I can make it just a little bit sharper for you. It's a little bit crooked now, but I could straighten it up. Okay. I don't know that it's sharper, but there we go. That's a little bit better. Change each decimal number to a fraction or mixed number in lowest terms. So they want these to be in a fraction form. So I could put in negative 0.17 and then hit second fraction decimal, hit enter, and it gives me negative 17/100. I don't have to do anything. I could put in 4.31. Hit second fraction decimal. And it gives me this right here. They say or mixed number. Let's change it to a mixed number because it's improper. So that's 4/31/100. How did I know it was improper? Because the number on top was bigger. That's how I knew. Change each fraction to a decimal number rounded to the nearest hundredth. So 20 divided by 3 is that big number. 6.66666 repeating. So forth and so on. They want it rounded to the nearest hundredth. This is my hundredths place. That's what I look at. Does this make that go up? Yes. So that's going to equal 6.67. And then I have 40 divided by 9. So that's 4.44444, so forth and so on, because it's repeating. To the nearest hundredths, tenths, hundredths. I look at this place right here. Does this one make that one go up? Yes. No, because it's not 5 or larger, so it doesn't make that one go up. So that's 4.44. Stop trying to trick me. Simplify the expression by writing all the numbers in decimal form and performing the indicated operations round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. You don't need to write them in decimal form first. You need to stick them in the calculator. Yep. 5 divided by 8. No. ND, 5 divided by 8 plus ND, let's go up here, change this to a 3 over a 5 over plus 0.41 equals, round to the nearest hundredth, 1.451666, so forth, so on, Rounding to this spot, does the 1 make the 5 go up? Nope. 1.45. You don't round until the very end. Till the last step. Arrange the set of numbers in order from smallest to largest. This is when we need to write them in decimal form. So this one is 0.76. 3 over 4 would be 0.75. 7 over 10 is 0.70. Which means that the smallest one is 0.7 or 0.70. The next smallest one is 0.75, and the next smallest one is 0.76. It's easier to do if they're in decimal form. That way you can see them all. I'll see you in the next section.